How do you feel writing can contribute to personal growth and empowerment?
Because, see, firstly, I think it gives you a voice, right? If I ask somebody to sit and listen to me, nobody will have the time or inclination. But when I write, I can write and just share what I want.
Hi everyone, my next guest has come all the way from Hyderabad, Anupama Dalmia. She's a writer, mentor, dancer, entrepreneur, content creator, and so many more things. She also has a dynamic personality, as you'll get to see today. So hi Anupama.
Hi Prerna, I'm really happy to be here on your show, especially because I'm somebody who loves it when friends do new things, and you doing this got me really excited. And when I got to know that I have an opportunity to be on the show, I'm really happy to be here and talk about my journey and so much more.
She's a Karmaveer Chakra Gold Medalist, and she's come now for the Platinum Award. She's also Sheroes Champion. She also won the 𝐔𝐬𝐬𝐿 Digital Award this year. Anupama has also been recognized on numerous media platforms, magazines and newspapers. She's also been named amongst the top 18 writing mentors by the Himalayan Writing Retreat. So work-life balance is a hotly debated topic. How do you balance all your roles?
Work-life balance, I feel is all about prioritization. I feel at the end of the day, I think work-life balance, we talk about it so much, but so I'll give my example. Like a lot of people ask me, Anupama, how do you manage so much? You're doing so many things, and I think I am, so comfortable with the idea of not getting impacted by the noise around me, and I think that helps me prioritize better. So it's absolutely fine, I don't have any FOMO, JOMO, whatever exists. So I think that is actually the true balance, where you can be truly connected to your inner self and know this is what I want. So you'll do that, and then automatically there's a balance. So I think this balance that we talk about is not external, it's more being attuned to what we really are and what we really want.
Absolutely, it's about priorities. And I remember hearing Sudha Murthy's interview where she said that it's not about balance, it's about juggling all the roles.
True.
And how well you do
True,
that.
exactly.
Like many of us, you also quit your corporate job. How did you have any plan what to do next?
Prerna, I actually took a leap of faith because I just knew that I have to do something for myself, and something, of course, on the creative side. I'm a dancer, and that time, in fact, writing, I didn't even think about it. So I had no plan. So honestly, I've just found things along the way. But I was very clear on one thing, that I want to do something in the social space. That was always there. So that's the reason when I resigned, apart from the other things that I was exploring, I did join an NGO based out of Hyderabad, and I worked in the rehabilitation of human trafficking survivors. In fact, I think that experience really has shaped the person that I am today. So yes, like I said, it was all just figuring things out along the way, and it's been fun, I think, to sort of go into that unknown territory and get surprised too along the way.
So you also started blogging about 8 years back. How do you feel, it's evolved over time?
So when I resigned, I was thinking of doing something in the dance space, and that's how I started practicing. I started learning about the new dance forms, and I also joined 𝐔𝐬𝐬𝐿 Institute then. So that happened. Writing actually happened a little later, thanks to my husband, because when my daughter was born, I wrote a poem for her, and he said, you're good at this. And that time, blogging was a burgeoning profession. We didn't have Instagram and all. It was all that long form writing. So he said that, I think you're really good at it, and why don't you try? And the first blog post I wrote, which was published on my own website also, and back then it was My City for Kids. I posted it there as well, and it was chosen as the top parenting article that month, and then there was no looking back. So that's how writing happened. And then I think after that, in my life, everything has happened one after the other. Like one thing happens, that leads to something, and then that experience leads to something. So today, like, I'm also holding position as the National President of the Holistic Child Development Council at 𝐷𝐸𝐸. Again, that has happened because of all the work I've been doing over the years with children as a part of Beyond the Box. So yeah, I think, and I'm someone who loves reinventing myself, and I think we all should, because we all have a lot within us that we can explore. So that's how it's been.
You're a serial entrepreneur. Wow, very impressive. So tell us more about your ventures.
Yes, I'm a serial entrepreneur, which is a term which makes a lot of people amused as well. So yes, I run 3 companies. One is Beyond the Box, which is a literary venture, and it's trying to bridge a lot of gaps that exist in India in this space. So I don't want to go too much into detail about it because there's lots we're doing, but yeah, primarily we're trying to mentor children, and now we've also started mentoring adults, teachers as well, you know, to improve their writing skills and communication. Then there's Rhythms and Beats, which is a dance enterprise. So I'm a dancer. My mom says you were born dancing. So I'm a trained dancer and I love dancing. So yes, that's my dance enterprise. Then there's Tingle Your Taste Buds, which is also special because that's a venture I run with my mom. So I'm the co-founder. It's a cookery website which we monetized, you know, with the content, and we also have some cookery ebooks available. And there's a non-profit I own, which is the Building Bridges Foundation. And as a part of the non-profit, we are working with a lot of women one-on-one, helping them to better their lives. And we have helped around 300 women actually established, you know, their small businesses. So there's a lot of work also going on in that space. So yeah, these are my ventures.
So we connected at a time when there was Momspresso, which was then called My City for Kids, and Women's Web. But now these platforms don't exist. Do you feel there are other platforms that have come up, or is that era over?
No, it's not over. That's beyond the box. We have a lot of good content on our website that we are publishing, and in fact now we have ventured into the adult writer space as well. So we've been publishing blogs or any, you know, like short stories and poetry by adult writers. But having said that, there's She the People. I think they're still doing long form content. There's Feminism in India. Of course, I think it's a challenge now, and it's not because of videos and, you know, reels which people keep saying. I don't think that's the issue. The issue, I think, definitely has been, you know, AI and ChatGPT, which has sort of taken over, you know, the content space, because people feel that okay, now we can do everything in-house, we don't need expertise, and that's definitely causing, I think, the content platforms, you know, to have some sort of that setback over there. But I think there's a phase, and I do see more platforms evolving in the future. I think there will be a time which already people are realizing that you know, the human touch is something else, and whatever help you might take from, say, these tools, ultimately you need somebody who knows what writing is to really deliver. So I just feel we're getting there again. So yeah, hopefully there'll be more in the future.
So you've mentored over 10,000 kids and 300 women. Any inspiring stories that you want to share with us?
There are so many inspiring stories, because I think when you mentor somebody, there's always something to get inspired by. So just recently I was talking to this woman whom we had, you know, mentored as a part of my non-profit, and she was in a very, very low phase in life. Like if somebody would have met her, they would be like, oh my God, like, you know, how is she going to pick up the pieces? And I'm so glad today that she did pick up the pieces. You know, of course, our support was there, but I think ultimately it was her own, you know, zeal and effort. And today she's doing pretty decently well as, you know, a balcony designer in Mumbai. Like she goes to people's spaces and, you know, like she transforms spaces. So I think that was such a unique business idea as well. So every day with kids also. So there's one child whom, you know, I've been mentoring for many years, and he had learning issues, and today he's published books. So, you know, I think it's on us to take inspiration, and inspiration is always around us.
How do you feel writing can contribute to personal growth and empowerment?
I think writing is a powerful medium to actually contribute to anybody's personal growth and development, be it a child or an adult. Because, see, firstly, I think it gives you a voice, right? Because I keep joking that, you know, people say, why do you write? And it's like, because if I ask somebody to sit and listen to me, then nobody will have the time or inclination. But when I write, I can write and just share what I want. So I think that freedom itself, firstly, is very empowering. Also, I feel that writing gives us so much more clarity. So, for example, journaling, you know, we really encourage kids in our classes also to journal, because you can not just express your emotions, but you can acknowledge even sometimes those uncomfortable feelings inside us, or we can express ideas, creativity. We can do goal setting, right? We can do so much more. Like I do a lot of goal setting. I think, you know, these projects I work on, or the many things I work on, I have a journal for that. That's also part of writing, you know, okay, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. So I think in many ways, this is really a powerful tool, which is in fact also recommended by a lot of psychologists as well. So definitely there is, you know, scientific research there. So I recommend it to everybody, and don't look at it as like a profession. It's not like everybody has to be a professional writer. Just look at it as a tool for your growth.
Absolutely, and I can relate to it too, because I'm a writer as well. And I think there are some emotions, as you said, you can't express them.
Yes.
When you try to put it verbally, but when you're writing, it just flows.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What are your future goals and projects? Do you have what's in line next?
Like always, I think even I don't know, but yes, I think I'm quite looking forward to the new role I've taken, which I mentioned earlier, of the Holistic Child Development Council. Lots of interesting work we are planning there, because I truly want to bring about ground level change. We talk of so many things as parents that I wish this could change, I wish that could change. So I think holding this position gives me that power, and I really want to use it in the right way. So definitely that is one of the short-term at least things that I really can think of, apart from definitely, all other ventures. Of course, we would love to, see it growing. But this is one area where I really want to focus on in the couple.
And would you need volunteers for this also?
Of course. So people watching, if you want to be a part of a council, just reach out to the council. The handle is @Wiki Holistic Child Development Council, and just reach out. We would love more hands, because I think the more the merrier, as I say. We can create more impact if we have more support. So definitely we're looking for people.
Absolutely, and it's a good cause. Nothing like shaping the future.
Absolutely. And you get to work with some amazing women.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Describing Anupama in 3 words is difficult. Especially being a writer, we tend to always write these essays, but I would say enterprising, unstoppable, creative.
What title would you give to your autobiography?
I think what I just said a while ago about myself, I think the unstoppable woman is apt for me, because I feel somewhere my entire journey, has been about not stopping in spite of all the challenges that came my way in any form. It's not just about work. In any, I'm somebody who, I'm blessed with that. I would thank God for it, and maybe also my mom, because I think it's hereditary that, I have that spirit of keeping, going. So yes, I think that would be the title of my biography.
Anupama, if you were not doing this profession, what would you be doing? And it's going to be hard for you to choose, because you're already doing so many things.
That's a tough one, because as you said, I've covered so many things already. But there's one thing which I also enjoy doing, which a lot of people don't know about, is acting. I used to do acting and directing long back, those school and college days, but somehow I didn't really work on that too much. So yeah, probably, who knows, I would have been an actor today in some movie of Karan Johar, or I have no idea, but yes, maybe.
So maybe we'll see that in your content creation, that thing.
Oh well, yeah, that's a good idea.
So this is going to be a fun one. Who are your favorite creators?
Oh my God, are you going to get me seriously in trouble? Because I need a hamper then for this, but I honestly, see, I know it sounds cliched, but there are so many creators doing great work out there. But if I have to really think of somebody, see, there's Namrata from my city who's doing a great job. I love Prerna's work, Mahapol blogs, and I love your work. So, I think I'm a bit partial to friends. So I might just end up taking all the, names of my friends. But yeah, I really enjoy the content of all these people. And honestly, I'm not a very Instagram person these days, because of all the other work that I've been busy in. So even if I go on the platform, it's just to check out the work of my friends. I don't really get the chance to but yes, there's one creator I really enjoy, 𝐤𝐸𝐬𝐿.
Yeah.
He is extremely creative, very talented, and my daughter and I sometimes binge watch his reels. So if you don't follow him, you must follow him.
So who are the overhyped creators?
I think I need to pass this. Well, I don't want to take names, because again, see, people put in so much hard work. I know I'm being very, very, cliche here, but see, that I don't want to take names, but yes, I am a bit concerned about how there are a lot of creators on Instagram, firstly, who are copying content blatantly and claiming it to be theirs very easily. Secondly, also, I feel the quality of content, is not, as per the following or engagement in certain cases. So yes, this has been an area which has been a bit of a dampener, I would say, for me as a creator and also as a user of Instagram, So yeah, I will skip naming people, but then yes, I definitely have names. I can tell you later.
One funny advice that you've received as an entrepreneur?
I think as entrepreneurs, especially as women entrepreneurs, we do receive a lot of advice. The one thing I really found funny in the initial days of Beyond the Box was, so many people used to tell me that, oh, you just have to, hire mentors in every city, give one document to everybody, and you will grow like this. And I really found it hilarious, because that's not how you grow, but that's the impression people have about scaling a company. So yeah, I think I got that a lot and I found it really hilarious.
Absolutely, and it's your passion anyway.
Yeah.
So it's something you want to be closely connected.
Of course, and you can't just hire people like that in every. And we have seen a lot of companies in the similar industry actually, I don't want to name them, but yes, we've seen the doom. So yeah, I think it's important to be very true to what your company stands for.
Anupama, you're multi-talented, dancer, mentor, writer, creator. Where does your heart lie?
Heart lies in everything, I guess, which is why I think I'm able to do everything as effectively. But if I have to really pick, I think anything to do with kids is where, that core of my being, I would say, is like really pulled towards. So yeah, kids. Anything to do with kids. Then I'm like another person altogether.
So out of all my friends, you are the one who has the celebrity status. Have you been spotted, recognized by strangers?
So interestingly, it happened just yesterday and even today. So yesterday I was at an event in Hyderabad, the Digital Women Awards, and somebody working in that building, she kept looking at me and she's like, "You're Anupama Dalmia." So I thought she's come for the event and that's why she knows me. She said, no, I work here, but I know you are the one who works with kids and who writes. So I was, really touched by her appreciation also. And it happened today in the flight. The lady sitting beside me, she kept looking at me, and then suddenly I think she was like, "Okay, are you Anupama Dalmia?" And I was like, "Okay, wow. Now this is like, something I never expected." But yeah, I think it's really humbling, I'll be very honest. And I don't really think of myself as a celebrity. I think it's just that, the work we do, we get read by so many people and seen by so many people. So yeah, I'm grateful for that.
And congratulations on the award, by the way.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Share with us about the books that you've authored.
So as a independent author, Arohi was a book I released many years ago, which I think a lot of people have also read, and very kindly it got good reviews. Right now I am working on 4 book projects in parallel, which are independent. In between, I've contributed to a lot of anthologies, poetry, short story anthologies, even non-fiction. But yes, I'm really looking forward to the response to my poetry book, to my short story book, and there are also 2 books I'm working on in the kidlit space.
So what trends do you see coming up as you're shaping the future of digital media?
See, going by the current times, definitely I think AI is going to be a very, very big aspect of content creation, but there are pros and cons to it. We all know there's always this concern around the human touch and the creativity. So I think we all together as an industry will have to find that fine balance, because of course we have to embrace technology. So I think that's one thing which I see going really big in the future.
So thank you so much, Anupama, for taking our time and having this conversation. It was very interesting, very insightful, and we got to know about the multiple talents that you have. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me here, Prerna. I actually had a blast talking to you, and talking to a friend is always even more amazing. And I hope the people who watch it also enjoy and take some, insights also, which can help them in their journey.
Hope you enjoyed this episode. Share feedback with us. We'd love to know what more you want to see, and stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks.